Up until high school, I was an introvert with no confidence in myself.
Oh, Yuta! Your hair's standing up. I want to fix it for you, and I also think it looks cute.
I'll do it!
Oh, then let's take a picture together before you do that.
Kanae Mitsuno, an extroverted girl, occasionally liked to tease me. But thanks to her, I became just a little more sure of myself. And I slowly found myself falling in love.
Ha! Sunazuka, you stayed the night in the lab again?
Huh? It's morning?
It's already 10. The professor's gonna get here soon. And what's with your hair? It's funny.
I'll fix it in the washroom. I dreamed of Kanae again. Even though I never saw her again after graduation, I wonder if she's doing well. I, Yuta Sunazuka, am in my 4th year of university. After graduating high school, I went on to study in the Faculty of Engineering in Yuki University. My path in life has been decided for the foreseeable future. I've received a job offer from a major medical robot manufacturer. Right now, I'm in the middle of working on my final year project. The fact that I'm an introvert hasn't changed, but at least I've gained some confidence compared to back then. On my way back home that day, there's a voicemail from my brother. Yo, Yuta, it's me. You seem really busy nowadays. I need help to dispose of something, so free up your schedule for me this weekend. See you then. Here he goes, doing his own thing again. My brother Shuta is a year older than me. The exact opposite of me. He's always been a cheerful person with great popularity. Girls love him, and I received countless requests from random girls back when I was in high school to introduce them to him. While doing that, they would often say to me, "You're completely different from your brother." And they're not wrong.
Honey, Shuta had great success in his club activity again.
Oh, good on you, Shuta.
Our parents played favorites with Shuta and didn't give any praise to me. I was brought up while constantly being compared to him and told that you should be more like Shuta. Yuta, I'll give you this since I'm not wearing it anymore. Thanks. Our parents also bought Shuta lots of things, but all I got were his hand-me-downs. I couldn't stand my family anymore, so I moved out when I graduated high school. On the weekend, Shuta arrived at my apartment. Yo, Yuta! Here you go, this is all my stuff. I bought you the clothes I don't want to wear anymore. Thanks. You could have just sold them online. But isn't your apartment too tiny? It's not like you don't have an allowance, just move somewhere bigger. I'll be starting work next year anyway. I'll move then. Oh, right, I forgot. Oh, I had something else I wanted to pass to you. Here it is! Huh? A person? I'll give her to you too. What do you mean? My brother had brought me a girl in a wheelchair. She's my ex. Huh? Your ex-girlfriend? Yeah, she became paralyzed in her lower body in a traffic accident 3 months back. You're about to start working at a medical robot company, right? So, I thought you'd be perfect for her. I can't accept her. Why not? Is it the wheelchair? It's not that. It shouldn't matter to you since you don't have a girlfriend anyway. Also, she's apparently someone you know. Someone I know, huh? I was terribly surprised. The girl sitting on the wheelchair with her head lowered looked strangely familiar. She's my high school classmate, Kanae Mitsuno. She's a cheerful girl, or she was at least. Now I could feel nothing but gloom and depression emanating off of her. Okay, I gotta run. You two get along well. What? Shuta! We're not finished talking! My brother left my place in a hurry. Even though I had finally reunited with the classmate who helped me break out of my shell so long ago, I had mixed feelings about the situation.
I'm sorry. I'm just a burden right now. I should go.
Kanae! Maybe because she wasn't used to the wheelchair yet? Kanae fell onto the floor. After helping her up, I decided to lend an ear for now and invited her in.
Sorry for imposing on you against your will.
Don't be. I'm sorry about my brother, too. Following that, she told me more about what happened. She had gone on a trip with her family during spring break, and her whole family had met with an accident. Kanae was the only survivor, but she ended up paralyzed from the waist down.
The doctors told me that I'll never be able to stand on my own legs again.
I'm sorry for making you talk about this.
No, I'm fine. More importantly, you still remember me?
Of course, I've never forgotten you. When we were in high school, I was introverted and always alone, but you always included me in everything. You gave me a lot of encouragement. I'm the way I am now because of what you did for me back then.
I don't know if I'm the reason for it, but you definitely feel like a different person.
I'm still an introvert at heart, though.
The thing is, I have a favor to ask.
If there's anything at all I can do, please tell me.
I've been holding it back since just now.
Holding what back?
I need to go to the restroom.
The restroom? Right. I quickly brought her to my restroom. I took a module on disability support in university, but I never imagined that those skills would come in handy now. After that, we resumed our conversation. It seemed hard for Kanae to talk about my brother, and she was tight-lipped on the matter. But with her parents gone and no relatives she could safely depend on, she was left all alone. Hearing that, I made my decision. Kanae, I think it's fate that brought us together today. If you're okay with it, why don't you live with me?
Really?
Yeah, this apartment's a little small, but I was planning to move anyway. When I start work, let's move to a bigger place together.
Okay, thank you.
Just like that, Kanae and I started living together.
Even if you're fine with it, I'm completely reliant on you for everything. Never imagined it'd turn out this way in high school.
Me neither, but it ended up just like you said.
Huh? What did I say?
When we were in high school, Kanae said this to me.
Yuta, you look like someone who would give his best for the people he loves in the future. You're smart and kind, and you listen well to others too.
You think so? But I'm not confident at all.
You'll be fine. You should be more sure of yourself.
Those words are what kept me going all this time. That's why I thought of going into medical robot manufacturing. And now I get to help you out too. I've always been grateful to you, and I'm glad to help in any way I can. Why are you crying?
I actually had a crush on you when we were in high school. Being with you felt really healing, and I got too used to your kindness, so I can't let you spoil me any longer.
Yeah, you can. Because I feel the same way. I had a crush on you in high school too. From now on, will you stay by my side? This is the way we started dating. 1 year later, I finally thought the time was right to propose to her. On the day I returned home after buying the proposal ring.
I went to the hospital today. They said I'm pregnant.
Seriously? That's great! We're gonna be parents!
Mm-hmm.
But the timing is... Kanae, let's get married. Oh, but if you're expecting, maybe you'd prefer diapers over a ring.
Calm down, Yuta. Of course I'm gonna say yes.
Thank God. I mean, thank you, Kanae. As a result of that, I started working harder than ever before. Right now, I'm the deputy head of the new research and development project. I'm working hard on it with several like-minded colleagues. The fact that I'm the only one with an exemption from overtime is probably due to their understanding. I decided to accept their act of goodwill. After work, I returned home immediately to take care of Kanae. On one of those days, I was told I could work from home, and so, the time I spent with Kanae increased even more. The baby in her womb grew bigger and bigger. And 8 months later...
Thank you for arriving to the world safely. little one.
Thank you for giving birth to this beautiful boy. We named him Haruto. Our baby was finally born. And as it turns out, as a 6-month checkup. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Sunazuka, do you have a moment? I have something important to tell you.
What do you think it is?
I don't know either. Your son, he has the mind of a genius.
Huh?
The cells of his brain are multiplying at an incredible rate. If it goes on like this, I'd be expecting him to be able to stand or even talk soon. But, he's already standing and walking. At 6 months.
Mama? Papa? Are you done talking? Not yet.
That's a 6-month-old. We did have a vague suspicion, but it looks like our son really is a genius. He showed more interest in economic newsletters and current events than childish cartoons and picture books. I did think he was maturing a little faster than other children. Our doctor was literally stunned into silence, but I guess we can't blame him for it. As if all that wasn't enough to clue us in, around the time he turned 1...
Yuta, take a look at this!
You stole that from the loo?
Nobody! Haruto did this!
Unbelievably, Haruto had drawn a perfect replica of the Mona Lisa, and when I thought he was just doodling on the wall. The Last Supper.
Peace!
It almost seemed like our son was a reincarnation of Da Vinci. Despite all this, we did our best to raise Haruto while letting him express his talents freely. Instead of giving him special treatment because of his intellect, we simply continued to love him. Haruto grew up at the speed of light without ever getting sick. I was happy to see my child getting taller and taller every day. But lately, Kanae has been looking really anxious. One day I got worried and brought it up. You've been really down lately. What's going on?
The thing is, about your brother.
Huh? Shuta? What about him? We've managed to go all this time without mentioning him, but Kanae finally told me everything. Later, I met up with Shuta at a cafe. He was as carefree as ever. Yo, Yuta, you doing well? Yeah, you look good too. Sure, I guess. And it's been about 2 years since we've seen each other. What do you want to talk about? I heard about what you did from Kanae. Huh? What did I do? You guys never dated, right? This is what Kanae told me. About a week before I reunited with Kanae. That day, she was apparently wandering around in town and then...
Oh, Yuta!
She spotted me by chance. She wanted to chase after me immediately, but she wasn't sure what I would think now that she was in a wheelchair. She made it all the way up to my apartment. She was just about to turn back, but... I know you. Are you looking for my brother?
You're Yuta Sunazuka's brother?
Yep, I'm Shuta Suzunuka. Nice to meet you. Shuta then invited Kanae to a cafe for a chat. The fact that she had a crush on me in high school, and how she became paralyzed from the accident. She even told him how she was too ashamed to meet me in this state. Hearing that, Shuta told her with a smile. Something like that. Wouldn't it be better just to meet him and talk it out? If you like him, just tell him and be done with it.
That's easy for you to say.
You're overthinking this. Yuta is my little brother, who I'm so very proud of. He wouldn't look down on you just because you're in a wheelchair. On the contrary, he's a great guy who'd probably try his best to help you. So stop worrying and just go for it.
But...
All right, I got this. Leave it all to me.
Huh? What are you going to do?
My brother then decided to pretend that he was dating Kanae. Making it seem like he was just dumping Kanae on me was all part of his plan. You did all that to bring us together, didn't you? Honestly, it was just a spur-of-the-moment decision. Was that really all it was? I mean, it did turn out exactly as planned. Enough already! Why are you shouting? Why do you insist on making yourself the bad guy? That's not... I've always been proud of you as a brother, Shuta. You're always cheerful and bright and so damn popular with everyone. Even though I've always been compared to you, you're still the best brother. I've always looked up to you. Yuta. Now that I think of it, the hand-me-downs I got from Shuta... Huh? Shuta, the shirt's falling apart. That's because I like this one. How about I return some of your clothes? Nah, it's all good. Rather than that, I have some more clothes I don't want, so take them off my hands for me, huh? He always said this while wearing frayed and worn clothes. Most likely he played it down by saying, hand-me-downs, and I don't want them anymore, so I wouldn't feel like I owed him. What was he actually doing giving me his own clothes? Also, Dad told me you didn't go to university. He told me that compared to me, you were less sure about what field to study. You went straight to work after high school and used your earnings to pay for my university fees and living expenses, didn't you? Apparently, Shuta had begged our parents to let me go to university. Youth is good at studying and his future's promising. I have no doubt he's going to become a really capable guy. So please allow him to enter Yuki University.
But we can't afford to send both of you.
I refuse to fork over that much money for Yuta over you. I get it. In that case, I'll go to work and earn the money for his university fees and the apartment myself.
Why are you going that far for him?
You're gonna let your own future go to waste for him? Of course I am. He's my precious little brother. Isn't that what big brothers are supposed to do? And so my brother gave up on entering university and instead went to work to help me pay for college. To think that all that time I thought it was my parents sending me money every month. I'm sorry, Shuta. Until now, don't apologize. Did all that on my own. Why did you... For me? We're brothers, connected by blood. As a big brother, I was the one who decided to put my little brother first. Thanks, Shuta. Enough about me. It's more important to treasure your current family. Take good care of Kanae and Haruto, okay? I had no idea that I've been sheltered by my brother's love all this time. Speaking of what happened after that, I cherish Kanae and Haruto even more than before. And after Haruto's second birthday...
I think I'm pregnant again.
Really? Congrats! After a few months, we welcomed our greatly anticipated second child into the world. This time, as a little girl. Aw, how cute! You're getting married soon, too. Well, yeah. I'm gonna have a happy family just like you. If there's anything I can do to help, just say it. Haruto, you're a big brother now. You have to look after your little sister, got it?
Of course I will, Uncle Shuta. From everything Papa has told me, I have great respect for you. I'll be the best big brother, just like you.
Right. Well, I guess it's good you understand. Hey, Haruto, isn't he a little smart for his age? He just turned 3, right? Yeah, he's a genius after all. Incidentally, Haruto's latest Da Vinci replica, The Virgin on the Rocks, was auctioned off for about $200,000 online.
I can't thank you enough, Shuta. I'm truly happy that you helped to reunite us back then.
That's good to know.
Thank you. But it's a shame I can't walk on my own 2 feet with my child in my arms.
Oh, actually, about that.
Amazing! I'm walking!
The development process took 3 years, but the bipedal locomotion robot is finally complete. As expected of a genius's father. No, I mean, Haruto helped by drawing the design blueprint also. The reason why Kanae finally admitted the truth about my brother was because of what Haruto said to her one day.
I'm happy that you're letting me draw your portrait, Mama. Good painter is to paint 2 main things. Namely, man and the workings of man's mind. Huh? You're keeping a secret from Papa, aren't you, Mama? A secret from your Papa? Eyes are the windows to the soul. I know when I look into your eyes.
Without those words, Kanae might have never told me what happened about my brother. Just to confirm, he is 3 years old, right? Yeah, he's 3 this year. An all-knowing genius?
Peace!
Truly, my son is terrifying.